I'm not going to hear a dispute where you were supposed to pay something, you haven't paid it to the court. I'm granting them a judgment. I really don't have a tribal issue in terms of this judgment. I'm going to grant them a judgment. That balance, I'm going to release the escrow to the plaintiff. And the balance has to be paid by the 6th. Lori Anderson versus Armani Lyman. Her name?
Armani Lyman.
All right. Okay, folks, where are we on this case? What is plaintiff's claim this time?
I just wanted to let you know that I didn't get the whole 2,500 in, but
See that.
1,000. I will have the rest of that next Friday to turn in. I also would like to countersue just because I came here, I'm still not peacefully.
Well, you needed to file something with the court before now. What is your claim in this case?
Your Honor, claim title $11,707. I'm sorry, and that's inclusive of court costs.
How much is that?
And Your Honor, if you can't sense, this is a case that maybe the parties could be working together, and there's some issues on the side. The defendant's statements that they wish to file additional claims. We would be requesting a judgment by no tribal issue today. However, I would not be opposed to an adjournment. Considering I'm a covering attorney and Mr. Jarbo may be more familiar specifically with what's going on with the parties, I don't want to.
Right. Well, I am inclined, the total amount that's owed is, I'm sorry, what was that total amount again?
$1,707.
I had, how much were your court costs, counsel? See if because what I have is at the last hearing, March 13th, it was $11,529.39. And I don't know why that number would have gone up.
The amount that it's gone up would be the $178.
What is it? Okay, gotcha. All right. Anything else from either side?
I believe my client may be trying to make a statement if she wants to.
I have a inspection scheduled for April 6th with the Pittsville Township. And I need to have access to the property and make repairs for their certificate of
You're
completion.
going to need to work. I understand that, but you're going to need to work that out, comply with the local ordinance regarding notice. I'm not going to get involved between the two of you trying to get into the property. You guys are going to have to figure out a way to work that out.
I filed a 7-day notice. I will submit it to the court on Monday, but I can't.
7-day notice for what?
There's some things I need to clarify off the record, Your Honor, and we will go over those procedure things.
All right, so you deposited into escrow $7,600. When are you going to have that other balance? Because you were supposed to deposit 2,500 in, and then I might consider something else, but you didn't do that.
Yes, I came up short. I will have the rest of that next Friday.
Court's going to find no tribal issue. I'm going to grant a judgment for possession in the amount of inclusive court costs of $11,707.37. With a writ to issue, you've got to have all of that, the difference paid by March 6th. And I'm sorry, April 6th. That's a 10-day period, 2026.
How much again? I'm sorry.
Well, you can give me 11,707.37 minus 7,600.
$4,137.37.
Got to have that paid by the 6th.
I thought it was.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
I thought it would have just been the $2,761.60.
No, I'm gonna give them, you were supposed to bring 2,500 in. I was very careful with you to get that in. That didn't even include the full amount to bring that up. I'm not gonna hear a dispute where you were supposed to pay something, you haven't paid it to the court. I'm granting them a judgment. I really don't have a tribal issue in terms of this judgment. I'm gonna grant them a judgment. That balance, I'm gonna release the escrow to the plaintiff. And the balance has to be paid by the 6th. In terms of any inspection or whatever, or however you guys want to do, you guys figure. Thank you.
This case involved a rental property dispute in which the court heard arguments from both sides regarding unpaid rent and escrow payments. The defendant explained that she was unable to deposit the full required amount but promised to pay the remaining balance by the following Friday. The plaintiff's attorney argued that the parties were still dealing with additional issues related to the property, including inspections and repairs. The judge clarified that the court would only address the legal and financial matters of the case, while property access and repair arrangements would need to be handled separately under local ordinances. In the end, the court granted a judgment for possession totaling $11,077.37, including court costs, and ordered the remaining balance to be paid by April 6, 2026. In my opinion, the judge handled the case patiently and fairly, especially since the defendant had already been given opportunities to make the required payments but failed to fully comply with the court's instructions.